Okay.
Well, hello there, guests, friends, viewers. This is our first topic, our first ever topic, and today we're going to be talking about Tottenham.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Yes. So, Nick, do you think they are progressing as a club and has what it takes to become a top 4 team?
Let's look at Tottenham in general. Yeah. The club itself hasn't been going through the best of patches before the Harry Redknapp era. We could say there were a lot of management issues, a couple of players here and there not performing, and the club itself, wasn't performing extremely to the liking of the fans of Spurs. I'm sure many Spurs fans are watching. But let's look at where Tottenham is now. Tottenham are sitting in Europe at the moment with a quite decent, I think, 1-0 lead.
And they have every chance to win the Champions League.
They have every chance to win this tie of the Champions League. I'm not going to go as far as to say that they're going to win the whole trophy.
They might as well just go that far.
You can't say that because, if you're going to do it, go big, but can Tottenham make it that far? We'll get to that. But here's the thing. Are they progressing as a club is the question you asked me, correct?
Yes.
Tottenham is progressing, obviously. Any Tottenham fan, any
will they
football
maintain
player,
their progression?
Will they maintain? Can I answer the first question?
Yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah.
They are progressing. They're going in the right direction. They're attracting the players that are necessary for them. I think that's the good thing about Tottenham at the moment. They're linked with the big ones. They know at the moment they can get the players right now. But Tottenham are not going the Man City route and buying everyone. They're going with the players that are key for their team. And I've always supported that. You go for the players that are key for your team, or you don't go in at all. That's my opinion. Now moving on to your next question, Dazlan. Will they maintain it? We've gone quick off the bat here, haven't we? And I think Harry Redknapp, I respect Harry Redknapp. I've respected him since the Portsmouth era. I've had very little doubts about Harry Redknapp. The only moment he did wrong in my eyes was when he went to Southampton. Other than that, really, I've got nothing bad against Harry Redknapp.
But even when he was at Southampton, he nurtured Peter Crouch.
I've got no comment about that either because he's turned out to be a really big Peter Crouch fan.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the point here. Can they maintain it? Let's look at Tottenham right now. Bale's a rising star.
Pina, they just bought in Pina.
Pina is interesting because he's a very, very international player who appeals to a lot of crowds, I think. Lennon,
yeah.
Lennon's a good player too.
He's finally nurturing his skills.
And he's really, really fast. He's definitely one of the fastest players in the league, for sure.
Jermaine Defoe, he has the skills, just not the form right now. But when he's on form, wow, he will be very dangerous.
Moving to that, yeah. I'll be talking about it a bit later in the show too.
Michael Dawson, yeah. Let's talk about Michael Dawson too. He's a very great centre back.
Yeah, definitely a good
No
defensive.
nonsense. He will just clear the ball, do whatever he takes.
Overall, Spurs in general, right? There's something to be said about Spurs. They have flaws. Not to say they have flaws. Are they progressing? Yes. Will they maintain progression? Obviously. You can't stop Spurs at the moment. You look at their youth side. They've got youth players from the pores. It's just sweating out of them.
Let's look at the youngest players that's going to go through the ranks. Right now, Jamie O'Hara, who's on loan to Wolves right now, he grew up in their ranks. He just got a marvelous goal last week against West Brom. Danny Rose, last season he made his debut, scored against Arsenal. He has yet to make another appearance after his debut. Kyle Walker, currently on loan at Aston Villa. After 3 games playing for Aston Villa, he has gotten a call up and made his debut for England. So next season when he comes back, Tottenham has a lot to be happy about when he comes back.
Not only that, they've got Van der Vaart, who in my opinion...
Yes, Van der Vaart, yes.
Van der Vaart's class. They've got well, Woodgate's not going to be there for much longer.
Let's not forget Julio Dos Santos, if you can call him skillful or not.
Then again, I'm not going to say that he's going to stay there. Definitely he's not going to stay there.
Well, you think, I reckon he hasn't got a lot of chances under former Spurs managers Juande Ramos and Harry Redknapp. Has not given him a lot of chance.
Harry Redknapp is not a former manager.
Yeah, I mean Juande Ramos. One Day Ramos, the former manager, One Day Ramos?
It's not that. It's not even that. It's just that he doesn't fit at the moment. The way Spurs are going, they're not going to be something that will fit Santos in there.
But
keep in mind though, the Spanish game fits Dos Santos, in my opinion. It fits him, and it's a very important time in his career where he's going to have to make the choice. And I think when push comes to shove, the kid will leave. He'll leave and he'll go to another club, and that's basically the end of that story. That's
fair enough. And not only that, as a squad, Tottenham is very strong. You just look at the substitute bench. There's Genius, there's Pavlyuchenko, Kranjčar, Komolo, Danny Rose and Sandro.
But Dazzy, that's not the question, is it? The question is, can they maintain this progress within the next couple of years?
Yeah.
Now, agreed, the squad is very thick right now. But let's not kid ourselves here, especially if you're Spurs fans, not a lot of these players are going to be staying. A lot of them want to advance their careers, and while Spurs is a fantastic club, no doubt they're going in the right direction. The problem is Spurs have players sitting on the bench that won first team football. Now,
David Bentley and Robbie Keane
have just left,
and on loan, but they will be sold only too.
Definitely, and obviously the loan is a big thing.
Jermaine Genius, he's really not happy. He should be getting games week in, week out.
But Genius is not class for Tottenham at the moment, because
but he does deserve matches.
Probably Genius fits a club like Bolton, perhaps.
Yeah, so he would probably be sold.
But no, I mean,
Crouch is squad player.
Crouch is a striker.
Yeah.
Hence, you get all these things saying, oh, Crouch is a basketball post or what, or Crouch is I don't know. I say, well, I had this joke one time where what clubs with Crouch on their side need to do is just aim for his head, because you got to kick the ball against his head, it goes into the back of the net.
He can head the ball.
Yeah, but everyone.
He can also bicycle kick the ball. We saw him do that twice when he was at Liverpool.
Yeah, but we're not talking about Liverpool here.
I mean, he has the skill.
Either way, okay. Let's end the first topic here on this note. Progression for Tottenham. My 2 cents on this matter. Progression for Tottenham. Simple. Tottenham, big club at the moment. Harry Redknapp, class manager, plays fantastic mind games. I'll talk about that later. Defense, interesting. It's got Gallus in it, which is a lot of spirit there. They've got interesting newcomers like Basong, Ekoto. They've got Kumalo. They just bought. They've got defenders, don't they? They have them, and then you've got the midfield.
Ledley King also too.
Ledley King as well, but Ledley King is suffering at the moment. But Ledley King definitely is a man who is a very good defender, but he suffered a lot of injuries and form loss. And let's look at their midfield. Midfield utterly fantastic. Creative side there, defensive side with Huddlestone, Sandro playing very well. You've got great wingers on this side. Lennon's just class. Yeah. Bale is class.
Bale and Lennon, two very pacey players.
You've got those two on the flanks. You can go no wrong. The problem with Spurs, and this is where I go with Spurs at the moment. Midfield, fantastic. Defense, fantastic. Keeper, Gomez, has shown he can turn up for games. He's made blunders. Let's not make a mistake about that. But he has shown he can turn up. But the biggest problem for Spurs is the striking position. Yes. Defoe's not doing it for me at the moment because he's just got back for injury. Pavlyuchenko has signaled intent, he's going out.
Peter Crouch is not enough, in my opinion.
Peter Crouch won't get you that 30 goals a season. Peter Crouch is also not a first team player for Spurs at the moment.
But he does score important goals.
He scores. He scores when it matters, but I think if Spurs can get one striker who's streaky and who could put in maybe 30 goals or 20 goals a season, Spurs is a title contender team.
Yes.
And that's my quote on it. If they get a striker with 20 goals a season, that's my word, they'll be a title contender.
They've been linked with a lot of strikers, but that is another note. Let's not talk about that. And what's our next topic there, Nick?
Well, actually,